still alive. So, not much is going on. We survived the polar vortex of 2019. And we survived very well, I'd say. Our water tank froze, but, I mean, as cold as it was, that was kind of to be expected. I mean, we got down to almost negative 30, so. But, other than that, I mean, the house stayed nice and warm. We weren't cold at all, I'd say. And I'd say probably the hardest thing that we've had to deal with was all the ice. But that melted away this week with our 60-degree tropical temps. And then we got a lot of rain, which filled up our water tank and melted the ice in the water tank, so that was good. But Scott had to fix the gutters because the big snow that we had right before the polar vortex and the ice, yeah, we had an ice storm and then a blizzard, and then it calmed down for a few days, and then the polar vortex hit. And when that ice started melting off the roof, it took some of our gutters down. And he wasn't able to get out there to fix them, sorry, until that's not gonna work this week. So, but it's all fixed now, and everything's better. Other than that, I mean, there's really not a whole lot going on. I mean, I know every time I go to make dinner, it's like, oh, I should be recording this, and then it's just like, but I didn't prepare ahead of time, and I don't know. So really, there hasn't been a whole lot to discuss. We're heading up to Ashland right now. I have to renew my driver's license and get tags for the car, so I gotta take care of that because my birthday's Sunday, and we gotta get it done. Let's see what else is going on.
Just waiting for warmer weather.
Scott's waiting for warmer weather. I'm perfectly happy with the weather we're having. I mean, of course, I'm not out in it as often as Scott is. If I were, that might make a difference, but I doubt it because I can adjust my body temperatures much better when it's cold than I can when it's hot. The cold's been hell on Scott. So I'm supposing Alaska's not in our future.
I don't know.
Norway? Iceland? We do have some projects around the house that we've done that we need to show you, and we'll get those up soon. Really, guys, I mean, there's just not been a whole lot to
Just get the holiday stuff, and then just kind of.
Yeah, we were sick over the holidays, and so I mean, there's been nothing. So, I mean, I know everyone would like to see more videos from us, but honestly, other than just normal everyday stuff, there's been nothing new going on. I mean, nothing exciting, no big changes yet.
Hopefully when the weather does start changing, then we'll have some projects start. So then
hopefully you can hear him. You gotta speak up. Yeah, we've got a lot of projects in mind for the spring. We were talking about hiring one of our Amish friends to maybe disc the back for us so we can get the startings of a garden going. And Anna had said that possibly Levi could come over and do that and make me some raised beds. So I don't know, we'll see. We're talking about an expansion on the house that we want to build, and it just all depends on, you know, how Scott's feeling, because he hasn't been feeling well and his energy levels have gone way down. So, but I'm willing to get out there and work, and we'll get our son Jared out there and work, and I'm sure we could get our neighbors to help if we needed to. Our neighbors are fantastic. We are just so blessed. I mean, last month, Anna and Levi were buying beef from an Amish butcher, and I had said that I would be interested in like 75 pounds, and what they do is they just grind up the whole thing. They don't get like roasts and steaks and everything. They just grind up the whole thing. And I said, well, I think we'd be interested in 75 pounds, but everything happened later in the month, and by the time it was all going down, we didn't have the money at that time. And I said, well, maybe I'll talk to the butcher and see if he'll hold some for me until the beginning of February. And I said, don't worry about it. We'll pay for your part, and you just pay us when you get your money. And they did, and it was, you know, that's the kind of neighbors we have. It's just wonderful. And, you know, I did shopping for a bunch of them the other day, and Anna's sister Katie, I usually shop for her once a week, and they were butchering a pig, and when I brought their groceries home, they gave us ribs on top of paying for the, you know, the groceries, or us shopping for them. And, you know, Anna needed, they butchered some hens the other day, and they needed to put them in our freezer because it was too warm out. They couldn't get them chilled. So they brought us over a bunch of sausage that they had from when they butchered their pigs. So it's just, and then we do things for them all the time. It's a very symbiotic relationship, and we love our neighbors, and we love everything about where we live, and we're just so happy. It's just such a blessing. And so yeah, we're talking about putting an addition on, like a 30 by 24, did you say?
Something like that.
And only we'll do it in an L off the one side back of the house, and that'll give us some privacy from the neighbors and stuff, and then we could have like a family communal area inside the L. And maybe have my herb gardens and stuff in there, kitchen garden, and outdoor kitchen.
Yep.
And we're definitely going to get chickens this spring. I've got the plans for a coop in my head, kind of taking ideas from Al's New York City, from Lumina Acres, only ours won't be portable. At least the first one won't be. We do plan on having some portable coops. And I really, really, really want to get goats. Some milk goats. And pigs.
Yep.
So, I mean, the first thing that's got to happen is we got to get that ground disked up and leveled off. And then we can put buildings in and grow pastures.
Yep.
All that stuff. So, those are things that we're hoping to do this summer.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll just depend on money and energy, and we don't have a lot of either. Yeah, I mean, it's just been rough. I mean, until our house is paid off, which will be in 3 years, 2 years. What was it? 4 years?
I think it's 3 years.
So it'll be 3 years. Things are going to be tight, and then in 3 years we'll be totally paid. You know, we won't have a house payment anymore, and that'll be awesome. But until then, we got to do a lot of bartering and scrounging. And Scott could get wood from the mill next door, so I mean that's a huge blessing. So, and that's just another reason why we haven't gotten a lot of stuff done on the inside too. It's just lack of funds, and you know, all that matters to me right now is that we have water, we have heat, I have an ability to cook, and the one thing that's weighing heavy on me is we don't have our bathroom plumbed in yet, or our hot water heater plumbed in yet, so that's got to be the next project that's done, and soon, because everybody's sick of taking baths in the sink. But other than that, I think we're living pretty darn well. It's funny because I'm on this group, Sutton Days, on Facebook, which is Lisa Sutton and friends, and she had posted something today. What would you do? And it was more pantry related, but it goes into everything. What would you do if, you know, a big storm came and you had no electricity and no heat and no water? What would you do, and how could you survive in your pantry? And my pantry's actually getting pretty low right now, but you know, we have the wood burner, so we don't have to worry about heat. That's covered. We collect our own water, so we don't have to worry about water either. That's covered. As far as our pantry and our freezers go, we've got enough food that I could probably... No, keep going. I could probably feed us pretty well for a month, possibly 2 months, if we couldn't get out of the house. And, you know, and just the fact we have the generator, you know, the fact that we're mostly off grid in a lot of ways, we could handle that. Okay, see you in a minute. Scott had to take a break. But, yeah, I mean, if the shit hit the fan, like if our electricity was knocked out, we could survive, and we'd have the generator, you know, which before we had electricity, we had the generator, and we only used it at night, and that was to power the fridge for a little while, and, you know, make sure the stuff in the freezer stay cold, and some lights, and we managed for a month and a half without electricity. And so I know that we can do it. I mean, I know a month and a half isn't anything, but for us it was. I mean, we went from living in a house with running water and flushing toilets and electricity to living in an empty shed with nothing. So I think we're in a good way right now, and my pantry needs to be stocked back up, and we're going through all my canning, which is good. I mean, I have that stuff. I'm very proud of that, you know. Here he comes. But Yeah, we're almost at the BMV, so I'm going to be signing off here in a minute, but that's what's going on with us. So yes, if the shit hit the fans, we could survive for a little bit.
Well, and we live in an area which it would be, being that we live in an area that most of our neighbors live that lifestyle every day.
Right.
You know, that just makes it easier to have resources available.
Right. Okay, guys. So that's it for now. Listen, if you'd like to see more cooking videos, let me know, because I cook every night. I bake all the time. I could do that as just like a normal everyday, every other day thing if there's an interest in it. I don't want to saturate the YouTube market if people already think that there's too much of that. And I really, really would like to start doing craft with me's and for journal making and stuff. So I don't know how many of our viewers are into that. I mean, that would probably be pulling on a different YouTube audience. But I mean, that is something that I'm definitely going to start doing. And if you're interested, I'll be putting those videos up soon. So here we are. We're pulling into the BMV. So I'm going to go take my beautiful picture. And luckily, since I don't plan on traveling in airplanes or going out of the country, I don't have to hopefully have a whole bunch of paperwork to prove who I am. And hopefully this will be quick and easy. So take care, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. I know many of you have been hoping to see more videos from us, and I promise as soon as we have interesting stuff, we'll get more videos up. And once, you know, right now we're just kind of in hibernation mode. And I mean, I can make videos if you want to see the hibernation mode, but otherwise, we'll talk to you soon. Love you. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We have a lot of videos on there already, and we will have a lot more to come.
Yep.
Thanks. See you later. Bye. Birthday snow. It usually storms or blizzards on my birthday, but the last few years the weather's kind of changed things a bit. But we had our blizzard a couple weeks ago, and then our polar vortex last week, or the week before, and then everything melted. So at least we're keeping with tradition of having snow on my birthday. So here we are so far. And it's the kind of snow you can hear falling. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. I can hear horses laughing in the background too. Got my birthday snow. See you later.